barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So have a seat. Let's talk about this, man. We gonna have some fun right now, man. So obviously, you guys are want to know my reaction to Kenny Porter calling into Dante's Boxing Nation. But let me preface this by saying this: my job in media is to promote the fight. I think me and everyone else involved has done a hell of a job promoting this fight. I'm not above reproach. I'm not above criticism, anything like that. But at the end of the day, those 2 or 3 weeks that was in between, and you guys saw that, we were promoting the fight, and I appreciate, and it was raw and sincere. But I wanted to promote the fight because I wanted to help out the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? This week, it's the truth. We're gonna talk fights. We're gonna talk. We gonna talk. It's at a fever's pitch. This is the most trending. This is the most engaging fight we have had. This is the most engaging conversation we have had since Deontay Wilder knocked out Luis Ortiz. I'm being real, like where like everyone wants to talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? We all know how much emotionally involved we are with Deontay Wilder. But let's delve into it. For those of you who don't know, I have a great relationship with Dante. Dante is my channel started Saturday night, post-fight June, in the media center after Shawn Porter defeated Adrian Broner. And Dante interviewed me about Adrian Broner. And when that interview went viral, semi-viral, however you want to call it, that inspired me to start a channel. And Dante showed me how to get paid on YouTube, how to do the videos, what can I do. I was just on the newspaper sides. So we understand that. And you guys obviously know I have a relationship with the Porters. Now, let's get into this. So I'm not choosing sides. I just want to be fair. I want to put that disclaimer out there. I'll say this. When the interview started, Kenny Porter came off kind of honoring, per se. I'll equate this to a picnic. If you're going in Dante's house knowing that they're playing spades, dominoes, bid whist, you can't bring Jenga. We ain't playing Jenga. All right, we're in there with our cousins, we're in there with our uncles, and we're having a good time, and we're discussing boxing. So when Kenny came on, it set the tone as me versus you, you versus me, right? And with that being said, the tenor was already set. Now, if I believe if Kenny would have came on in a conversational manner, as opposed to dictating or attempting to dictate the conversation, it would have been a better, more cathartic experience for everyone involved, because we saw a Ticket come on. We're going to get into all this because we saw a Ticket come on and spill what he wanted to spill. We heard Kenny Porter's rebuttal. We heard Dante navigating the show, et cetera, et cetera. And two, I was kind of perturbed when Kenny Porter mentioned the hotel. He said we talked about, I thought he should have stopped when we worked together in other countries. So this and so forth, right? And I didn't like the fact that he brought up that he got Dante a room or something like that. I didn't like that because that's something that, I don't know, you don't bring that up publicly per se in that type of form. You know, it's kind of like tacky per se. You understand where I'm coming from? And because on the flip side of that, Dante can say, "Well, I done 500 videos on your son." We don't know the true value of the hotel, right? And three, we got to give respect to Kenny for calling into the show, knowing that he's an adversary, which probably set his tone prior to him calling in. You guys understand where I'm coming from? You guys really, really feel where I'm coming from. Now let's delve into the conversation. First, the easy topic I want to talk into because I got like 4 DMs on it, the sparring session. I have no idea. I haven't seen the sparring session. I literally just heard about it within the past 2 or 3 weeks. If anybody has it, post it. I know nothing about it. I'm being as honest as I can. I know nothing about it. All right. Um, the second thing was about the about staying true to Ticket. Are we gonna work down the line? Now, I will say this: I have the same problem Kenny had when I go live with Ticket. All right, you want to create this conversation, right? You want to be able to lay the question and allow the other person to hang themselves. You understand? So it would have been a great 30, 40-minute conversation if it would have been better dialogue between the two, right? We'll all agree on that. But what we got was 20 minutes of really what a true uh, of who Ticket is and who Kenny Porter is. Now, with all that being said, Ticket has a point when he says that um, uh, about Shawn Porter calling out um, the win of Carol Brook, Errol Spence. And because, like I said, I have a leg on each side of the fence, I understand Kenny Porter's sentiment when he talks about um, 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 about the business of boxing and where it went. I can understand his lane too. So I'll say, from a G code perspective, Ticket is absolutely 100% correct. From a business perspective, Kenny Porter is absolutely right. And as it relates to creating a lane for his son to be successful, and the brain trust that he and Kenny Porter, Shawn Porter, and his brain trust to navigate his career. Now, let's move to the nitty gritty. People talking about ducking Earl Spence. We're afraid of Earl Spence. Listen, all that right now, and let's be real and 100 with each other, that's water under the bridge right now. Because the winner, Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, period, no questions asked. If you don't fight Earl Spence next, it is literally like you lost this fight September 8th. I don't know who's going to win, so I can't say. So if so let's go with the hypothetical since Kenny Porter called in. If Shawn Porter wins, he has to fight Earl Spence next. That's just the real of the real. Like it's the real of the real. It's because it's what the fans are growing tired of. Now, if the business of boxing say, Earl Spence, you go fight your IBF mandatory, and they create that narrative, and I've seen this done before, right? Where Earl Spence, you go fight your mandatory. Um, Shawn Porter, you go fight a voluntary defense. You know, he deserves. Like I'm not reneging on what I said. It took these guys 20 years to get to this point. They deserve. Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter is a 50-50 fight. And I'm being real with you guys. I have no idea who's winning this fight. I'm going to do a breakdown video Friday after the weigh-in when I'm in New York after I see these guys. I'm being real genuine with them. I'm probably going to watch the fights on the plane. I'm going to download it to my computer. I'm going to watch them, fall asleep, watch it, fall asleep, download some YouTube videos, listen, fall asleep. You guys know the game. You know, and I got 5 hours on the plane. So at the end of the day, I'm not done breaking down this fight. I've spoken to Ticket. Ticket will tell you, I have no idea who's winning this fight. I have spoken to Town. I have no idea who's winning this fight. I'm being real with you guys. I'm not making stuff up. This is a real 50-50 fight. If Danny Garcia isn't strong enough, to withstand the aggressiveness of Shawn Porter, it's a relatively 8-4 fight for Shawn Porter. You understand what I'm saying? But if he can hold his ground check hook, uppercut, left hook. You understand what I'm saying? Overhand right as Shawn is coming in. It's a relatively easy fight for Danny Garcia, but it's going to take a couple of rounds to get to that point. So I really, really don't know what's going to prevail. I haven't seen Danny Garcia in a weigh-in. Well, I saw him in February, but I really wasn't really paying attention because I didn't foresee Brandon Rios as a threat. I'm being real. But as I digress into what I just said, if the winner doesn't fight Earl Spence, or they both agree to do a voluntary defense, maybe Earl Spence does a voluntary defense in Texas, maybe Shawn Porter does a voluntary defense in Vegas, maybe he fights on the undercard of somebody, maybe they do a co-feature. You understand what I'm saying? And if they win like they used to do on HBO, you understand where, or they fought back-to-back weeks or something like that. Maybe they do something like that to build the fight. But as we've foreseen these last month, I've done a great job. Ticket's done a great job. Town, LDBC, New Media has done a hell of a job promoting this fight. And like Floyd Mayweather, his job is to promote the fight. And when fight week come, I've stood next to Floyd and watched him turn it on and turn it off. You understand where I'm coming from? And I thought since you know what I mean? I wanted to test myself. I'm being honest. I wanted to see my reach. And just like other YouTube channels, you want to see your reach. You want to see how you can move the meter. And if you have 1,000 subs, it doesn't matter if you have 5,000 subs, 50,000. I have 25,000 subs, round off. Ticket has 60, 78 got 50. You know, Town got 7,000, somewhere in there. You understand where I'm coming from? You can move the meter if you're consistent, you know, and that's what this is about. This is really, really about Dante, myself, LDBC, New Media, dictating and controlling the narrative. You understand? Even you look at guys like, I'm going to get back to where I'm going. Even when you look at guys like Fight Hype and Fight Hub, they're asking the questions that we're dictating to them on YouTube. You guys get where I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, this is the truth, okay? And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. If you are a black fighter, all right, and you guys know how much I care about the black excellence, the advancement of a black fighter's profile. You guys know I care about that dearly. If you are a black fighter, a black trainer, a black promoter, a promoter period, and you don't respect YouTube media, you don't respect the LDBC, New Media, even the old media on YouTube, even people like Fight Hype and Fight Hub who don't really want to align themselves with us, you have a problem. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the one difference between ESPN and YouTube is 24 hours. You can go on YouTube any time of the day and watch it. ESPN, you got to wait till it comes on Tuesday night, whenever the boxing show come on. I don't know. HBO has that weekly show. I have no idea. I don't really watch ESPN boxing anymore. I don't even know if they have it. You know what I mean? Outside of the top ranked terrible cards they've been putting on. You understand where I'm coming from? So, my icy's melted. So I just worked out. So, but I just genuinely believe that you got to align yourself with us. And getting back to Kenny Porter's tenor when he came on, at the end of the day, I'll say this to Kenny, and I'll say this to Ticket too. Both ways. It goes both ways. Kenny, this is the audience where you need to build from. Mexicans, white guys, they're going to like you. They're going to respect you loudly. But your core base will be young fans, obviously, and more importantly, the people who look just like you. And I'll say this to Ticket. On the other side, this is the core person you need to interview. So it needs to be a relationship, whether it's even if you don't like them, even if you want to disrespect them, even if you have no respect for them, it has to be a conversation so your audience can digest it and formulate their truth. You understand where I'm coming from? So on both ends. But as I digress back in, I was a long ass epilogue. But as I digress back into the winner of this fight as it relates to Shawn Porter, if the winner doesn't fight Errol Spence told me personally he will be there for this fight. Out of his own mouth, he said he's gonna travel. He's gonna go to where he told me he's gonna go. He's gonna go to Costa Rica, and he will be in New York for this fight. And if Showtime had, and I know, for $300 or $400 with the flight, and he probably gets a free hotel, whatever it is, you're not gonna miss out on this opportunity to promote the fight. You understand where I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, and you guys know there's a respect all across the board. So I'm just gonna keep it PG 100. You understand? It was a blessing to have Dante back, and it just goes to show you his reach, because his first show back, it's the best show of the day. It's the best show of the weekend. It's the best show I've seen. It's the best entertainment I've seen all weekend. You understand where I'm coming from? So salute to Dante. That shows you the power of his channel. I don't know how many subs does he have now. 170, 80, 90,000 by now. I have no idea. But I think that I'm on his page now. 166,000. Congratulations, King. It's a beautiful thing to see, for me personally, see a black man start from 1 sub and now has 166,000 subs. That's a beautiful thing. For me, it's a beautiful thing to see. Well, I'll talk about this at the end of the video. At the end of the day, ticket, point well taken, point well received. Kenny, point taken, point well received. Was he ducking? Was he not ducking? The Business of Boxing told Team Porter to go left. The fans wanted him to go right. Well, guess what? We're 6 months away from assuming Shawn Porter wins versus Errol Spence. We're 6 months away. We got to make this fight in 6 months. We got to make this fight after the Final Four. I don't think we can make it any time before that. So we got 6 months to make this fight happen. And if Shawn Porter signs a fight without Errol Spence signing a fight, Shawn Porter has ducked Errol Spence. If Errol Spence has signed a fight before fighting Shawn Porter, he has ducked Shawn Porter. You guys get where I'm coming from? You guys understand where I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, I don't think there's no cowards at 147. I don't believe it. The only coward I saw this summer was Anthony Joshua, and it shocked the shit out of me. I didn't believe fighters are afraid of one another, but I saw it when he was walking away from Blue Blood and the Boxing Voice. I literally saw it. I was like, wow. I didn't know fighters do that. My first time in my life. I'm being honest. And at the end of the day, that is the real. And this is what I'm going to tell Team Porter. This is what I'm going to tell Team Garcia. Wednesday, when I get there, we'll be at Gleason's Gym. If you're in New York, I don't know if it's an open workout. I have no idea, so I don't want to promote it. But I would love to meet y'all. We can have a conversation. If you guys hit my DM, don't put it in the comments. I don't get the comments, okay? Because you guys go to my comment section and then you email me. I'm like, dude, I don't get all the comments. When my day calms down, I go through them, and then I'll still miss some. You understand? Your eyes get tired, you get crossed. You understand where I'm coming from? So I'm not perfect at this. So, but if you hit my DM, everybody will tell you, if you hit my DM, I will respond rapidly. If you text me, I will respond rapidly. If you email me, I will respond rapidly. I value your time. I value it. So at the end of the day, I will be in New York from Wednesday to Sunday. Let's hang out. All right? And, but I think it's just I think it's a beautiful thing where we're headed, because let's keep it real. Let's really, really keep it real. Let's take this down to the core. You have a gentleman like me, right? And I'm being real. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about this. You have a gentleman like me who's gone to college, who's done it the square pants way, right? Then you have a guy like 78 who's done it the opposite way. And now he owns property. He talks about his transgressions in his past, manager of women, et cetera, et cetera. Uberly successful on the same platform I'm on. So you're getting a different perspective. And the most beautiful thing about that, we're the same hue. You understand where I'm coming from? Where you got Ticket, who's a professional athlete. You understand where I'm coming from? So I just want to give you those three dynamics. You got a square pants me, like me, right? Who went to college, did it the right way, you know, the quote unquote American dream. Right? I don't believe in that, but I'm just giving you guys so you guys have a visualization. Then you have a guy like 78 who did it, you know, I how do I make this clean? You guys know 78. So if you know me, you know 78. So who did it that way? And you got Ticket, man, who's a professional athlete. You understand? So look at them three. That's that's who we are. So at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing that we have this platform and we're getting everyone's perspective. I think it's a beautiful thing and it must have value. It not it must, it has value. All right. It is a beautiful thing and I love it. And you have a guy like Dante. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how much he's told you about his past, but he was a blue collar worker per se. You understand? He drove. I don't know if he told you a story. I don't know if I finished the story. Like he drove buses. You understand what I'm saying? And started his channel on YouTube, and now he has 100. He's more successful than me, Ticket, and 78 combined. So it goes to show you the power and the fortitude that our narratives have. You understand? People are listening, and we're dictating terms. Okay, so no matter what it is, whether it's on YouTube and you're starting a boxing channel, or whether you want to do a carpet cleaning business, whether you want to do automotive, whether you want to open up a law firm, a medical practice, you have power. All right, it's in the consistency. All right, you got to make that habit of wanting to be successful a consistent behavior. And I'll say this to and when I say Kenny Porter, I'm talking to everyone because I believe that my message touches people, because when I get texts from Top Rank, I get you know K2 Promotions, Gennady Golovkin's people texting me and emailing me and shit like that. So I know it gets to people. You guys will get what I'm saying. So I'm using Kenny Porter's name, but I'm talking to everybody, and I'm just gonna keep it real. And this is Cornball Fred, who did it the American, quote unquote, American dream way. All right, went to college, saved my money, bought some property. You guys get what I'm saying? I did it the quote unquote normal way. You guys gonna have to either get down or lay down, and that's the real. And this is not in a disrespectful manner, but I'm since Kenny came on with that energy. You understand what I'm saying? The only way to defeat the force that meets you is with equal or greater energy. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you guys, if you guys going to be disrespectful, and I use me as the example, when Golden Boy kicked me out, I woke up to 16, 17 videos. Oscar hasn't signed a premier black fighter since. I'll repeat this again. I was disrespected at the what you call it, the Canelo fight, whatever it was, right? I woke up that Friday, that Saturday morning, I woke up 16, 17 videos. Amazing. It was a beautiful thing. I felt inspired. I felt like someone had my back. And the same thing will happen today. We just saw it in the Shawn Porter Danny Garcia fight. This fight was a flat fight. It was a flat fight. It was like, oh, it will do 10. I mean, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter will do 10,000 ticket buys just off of the name. But they got to get them, how they get them extra 5 and 6,000 people in the arena? It's us. How they go from 6,000 views to 800,000 people watching? It's us. You guys understand where I'm coming from? This is a now engaging fight now. Real boxing fans are going to watch this fight with their girlfriend, with their guys, because of the narrative that's going on online. And I say this to Kenny Porter, and I say this to everyone else involved. Top Rank, who's been very disrespectful of late. You either get down or lay down. And this is the real. This is the future. This is the future. Does Eddie Hearn just signed with DAZN, an online app, right? Showtime just did an interview with the Boxing Voice about an app so people can watch boxing or something like that. You guys get where I'm coming from? Online, smartphone devices. That's the wave of the future. YouTube is before all of that. You guys understand where I'm coming from? So I'm helping guys understand. So you're either gonna fully get it, or you're not gonna get it. End up like Golden Boy, and they haven't signed a premier black athlete ever since them emails came out. Let's just keep it G. Let's just keep it 100. All right. So at the end of the day, as I rewind this video, we got to pay homage and respect to Kenny Porter listening and saying, you know what? That's not the correct narrative. I'm going to call in. You got to respect that. You got 1,000%. You got to respect that. You have to say, you know what? Kenny's a G for calling in, knowing that he's on enemy's territory, right? Respect is there. And you also got to know. You also got to, and I'll say this to Kenny, and people alike, you also got to know, you got to meet people where they're at. I'm going to say this. This is really, really important, guys. And I said, I'm not perfect at this. Remember I said this 5 or 6 videos ago? I'm still learning how to do this. I'm not perfect at this, right? You got to learn how to meet people where they're at, right? You can't tell a person who's starving he needs to go get a 9-to-5 job and own a house. First, you got to feed the man. All right, and I'll say that to Kenny, like, and I've actually had this conversation with Kenny. I'll keep it real. I said we got to soften up your image because you come off as a dictator a lot. You come off as a sergeant. And when he picked up when Dante brought him in, he just direct to it. It should have started off as a conversation, man. I appreciate you guys talking about boxing. This is good for the sport of boxing. I really appreciate you guys. You know, you obviously know I'm calling in because, you know, I want to rebuttal some of you guys' points. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a great fight Saturday night, man. I appreciate the interest, but I just got to tell outside of the story. And people would have been like, oh, Kenny kind of cool. We get you. Okay. But he came in like, obviously, I don't get my point. So you guys know where I'm coming from with this, right? And so at the end of the day, you got to respect the fact. But at the end of the day, if you're going to talk boxing with niggas, and I don't mean this in like, because I'm a part of that group too in terms of the niggas. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the culture, right? I'm not talking about, you know, how they labeled us in slavery. But if you want to come play dominoes, you got to come play dominoes. Now, you got to count to 150. The first to 150 win. We 3 houses, nigga. That's it. You understand where I'm coming from? It's a race to 150. I don't care that you got a medical degree right now. I don't care that you own your own law firm. I'm trying to get to 150 first. All right? How many books you got in your hand? All right? You got 2, possible 3? Okay, I got 4, possible 5. How many we go? We're going to go 7 or 6? What do you want? All right, we'll go 6. All right, cool. All right? You put your cards on your heart. You got 4 hearts. Okay, I got you. Okay, you got the ace of heart. Okay, I know you. I know where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like little shit like that. You know what I mean? So, but it's a culture shift in boxing. It's a real culture shift in boxing. If you don't believe me, Dan Rafael just whiffed last week on Tyson Fury and the Deontay Wilder fight. All right? So like I said, I'm going to wrap this. 30 minutes is long enough for this video. At the end of the day, we've done a hell of a job promoting this fight. I put my Floyd Mayweather cap on, and I think I've done a hell of a job. I think everyone else has done an even greater job. You understand what I'm coming from? I salute all you guys. I respect all you guys. There was never any animosity between us. I'm being real G with you. Ticket, post the text messages, all right? Let these niggas know that We ain't mad at each other. Town, post a text. I'm fucking. You ain't got to post a text message. But man, it's real, man. It's real genuine. You know what I mean? It's real raw emotion, and it's nothing wrong with real men having real conversations for y'all entertainment and for everyone's truth. All right. So it's a beautiful thing when I'm hearing on a panel. I hear blue blood, black man, town business, black man. I've never met Kurt. I've met God, the young kids fighters. Now I'm drawing the blank. I've met him one time. Outstanding father, has a great voice. I hope he's the next uh, who's one of these great black announcers. Hope he becomes, you know, George Foreman. You know, he wasn't great, but he was. Oh, Emmanuel Stewart. You understand? He has a better voice than Emmanuel Stewart, though. You know, Ticket, Dante. You understand? You have Kenny Porter. All those kings are black, man. I salute all those kings at the end of the day. And I have a relationship with everyone that I just listed. Blue blood is pretty young. Everyone else, I got years in the game with these guys. All right. And since this is public, I'm gonna make this public. I salute Dante for creating the medium. I salute Ticket TV for coming from a 50-50 perspective, from a journalist slash fan perspective, and I salute Kenny for coming from a boxer slash business perspective. I salute all of that. I get it. All right. Now at the end of the day, this conversation is great. It's a great conversation to have. But if the winner don't fight Earl Spence, he ducked Earl Spence. Because Earl Spence told me he's coming. All right. He told me he's coming. All right. If you watch my videos from the Robert Easter fight, he told me to call him. All right. Make sure you call me too. All right. So you guys know I haven't spoken to him since, but I'm just telling you, he told me that he's coming. And I anticipate Earl Spence getting there Friday for the weigh-in. If Earl Spence, if you're there, I would come Friday. Make sure you're there for the weigh-in, because the weigh-in is an opportunity for you to sit down and talk to the media, as opposed to the fight where we only getting 3 to 5 minutes with you and we're rushing. And you know what I mean? I know you're staying at I know what hotel you're staying at, but you understand where I'm coming from. So we got a fight on our hands, guys. This is a 50-50 fight. This is a 50-50 fight, guys. I'm being real with you guys. This is literally like Laura Heard for me. You guys know how much I respect Shawn Porter. It's no secret. This is a 50-50 fight for me. I'm being real G with you guys. And I had my Floyd Mayweather cap on the past 2 or 3 weeks, and you guys like, what the hell is going on? Nah, nigga. Come on, man. I'm doing a solid. All right, I'm doing a solid, and I wanted to see how powerful YouTube really is, and come to find out, it is. It's powerful, and I salute all my kings and queens, man. All right, I love y'all. This is the truth, and we got a great fight September 8th. Everyone needs to tune in. 2, the winner has to fight Earl Spence, and 3, I would say everyone made valid points, and even if he ducked in the past, September 8th, well, it's going to be September 9th, right? September 9th, Sunday, bright and early Sunday morning, like around 12:15 at night, right? Right, roughly in New York time, California time, 9:15. They're going to ask the winner. Since Kenny Porter was on, we're going to ask Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, are you fighting Earl Spence next? Shawn Porter must say emphatically, I want all that smoke. I want Earl Spence. I will go to Dallas and fight Earl Spence. Matter of fact, I will even invite Jerry Jones to the fight. As a matter of fact, I would invite every Dallas Cowboy personally invite every Dallas Cowboy to come out and watch me defeat their hometown hero. You have to be emphatic when you say that. Just like we waited on Floyd Mayweather to call out Manny Pacquiao. Remember that? Every time. Or Shane Mosley, more Manny Pacquiao than anything else, right? We waited years for that. Same thing. Just like we're waiting on this when Anthony Joshua just defeated Joseph Parker. We wanted him to call out Deontay Wilder. So let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. We got a great show September 8th. I wouldn't want to miss this fight. Matter of fact, I need you guys to hit the notification button on all your favorite channels. I need you guys to hit your notification button on my channel because I'm working. I'm going to grind. All right. I'm not sleeping when I get to New York, and I'm going to grind. I'm going to grind my butt off. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I salute everyone who's involved. And this is the truth. Now we living in truth, guys. All right. So, for those, my last time saying, for those of you wondering, promoting the fight is over. The job is done. Now let's work in truths. Okay. And Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, Silent Heroes, man. If you guys need workout motivation, go to my Instagram. If you guys like, maybe I don't want to work out today, I work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week. All right. And I didn't post anything today because I was like, man, I just want to. Sometimes I want to give Instagram a break. Sometimes I feel like I OD them sometimes, but you know, what I mean, I just got done working out before and listened to the videos. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversation, man. I genuinely salute you guys. We got a great fight. I get to New York first thing 7:00 a.m. Wednesday morning. I got to be at Gleason's gym at 11, and it's on and popping. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversation. I salute all y'all, and great show, Dante. Great show, everyone else involved. Again, I appreciate Kenny having the courage to call in, knowing he's going literally into the lion's den, and I salute Ticket for having the same energy on his YouTube channel as he does when confronting, quote unquote, the lion, Kenny Porter, and everyone else on the panel. I salute y'all, and we got to fight. Thanks, Dante. Appreciate you, brother. King. Peace.